welcome to the live chat. This is my first live chat, so if you have any tips for me to make it better, please tell me in the comments. It's going to be about retirement in the Philippines and starting a YouTube channel at 67. I had one a long time ago, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago. It was about a musical one, guitar playing and singing and stuff. But people that was in my life at that time are no longer with me, so that channel pretty much disappeared. It never took off anyway. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And talk about everything you want to talk about. Let me know what kind of videos you like, the length of the video, how long should they be, and everything. And just start talking. And remember, it's my first, so I'm going to make mistakes. And hopefully I have a few people come visit. I welcome everyone here that comes. Let's try to do this. Just keep your comments, civil. So whoever comes to the channel, no one gets offended. And let's do this. It's kind of strange. I'm just talking to myself here, but it's my first one. It's a learning experience. Oh, I don't even know how to use this really that much. Hopefully somebody shows up. We can talk about whatever you want. It would kind of feel strange talking to myself, but that's how it goes sometimes. Started coming to the Philippines back in, what was it? My first time was February 2015. Not 2015. No, that was February 2005. I'm sorry. And I came here to Dinagat Island to live in September of 2019. And here I am. Once I got here, I pretty much stayed. There's no bars or anything like that. If you're into chasing women, it's probably not the place to be. But I'm 67. I'm way past that stage in my life. I just want a peaceful life, and that's it. I'm retired. I don't want to work. My trade before was air conditioning, and I did some electrical. Spent 8 years in the Middle East, 7 in Iraq in combat zones, 1 year in Afghanistan. So I saw war, combat zones. I just want peace, peaceful life. I'm not one of the YouTubers that go around chasing women. I'm too old for that. So let's just talk, anything you want. I'm kind of silly talking to myself, but what can you do? Hey, hello, JJ. I see you. This is my first live, and I don't know what to do really. But welcome to the channel, man. And or woman. I think you're a guy, aren't you? Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong. If you can give me any tips, I'd appreciate it. I did a few premieres before, but nothing happened there. This is the first live, and I'm glad you showed up. Oh, you're a woman? Okay. Well, I'm glad you showed up, man. You're my first live screen person. You can give me any tips on how to do the live screen better, I would appreciate it. And what kind of content everybody likes. At 67, I'm not going to be like all the other ones going around chasing women, going to bars and all that. Nah, I'm too old for that. Just want a peaceful life. Dinnigat Island, there's no bars here. They got a couple makeshift small restaurants and a little market. That's about it. It's real peaceful. Everybody here is, kind and nice. Uh, I guess you couldn't ask for a better place. Right across the street, they have the Pacific Ocean. It's real nice here. You get up, wake up in the morning, and the first thing you see is the ocean. Is there any subject you want to talk about? Anything at all? I know I should smoking bad habit. I've been doing that for so long now. I don't know what would happen if I quit. If you have anything at all you want to talk about, any subjects? I know this YouTube thing is crazy. I've had one channel that went viral for 66,700. I had 30 subs. I've got one right now that's on the. Oh, did I make a movie? No, I didn't make a movie for this one. I made a movie for the premiere, but no movie for this. The one that went viral was just a clip, and I had 30 subs on that one. And then I got one right now that's at 15,000. And you won't believe it. 15,000 and only one sub. That's because it's a 13-second clip, and sometimes the clip loops back and forth. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, I learned my lesson. Don't make any 13-second clips because people have no interest in that. They just follow it and click out and go on to another one. Pretty much a useless thing to do. So how's your channel doing? Very quiet. Nobody's showing up, huh? Your channel's not existing? Why? What's wrong with your channel? YouTube is a real headache. I don't blame you. YouTube is so hard, man. It really is. That's pretty obvious. People don't care about mine either. I've got 137 subs. And from the 137 subs, I would say probably 50 of them came from me asking people to sub. So probably the only ones that actually clicked, actually wanted to come here was, I don't know, 60 or 70 people. Just, it's hard. Whatever you do, you make this great video and you put it out there and you think, wow, it's going to be a superstar video. Nobody even looks at it. Then you make a video, you think nothing's going to happen, and then many people look at it. Yeah, dude, I don't think nothing's ever going to happen to me either. I've been here, I don't know, probably going on 4 months on this one channel. Yeah, but I don't want to go that route. I don't want to clickbait. That just makes people mad. They don't want to come back. I know I don't like to go to a channel that has clickbait. I know the bar scene and everything, and that brings guys. I posted a couple videos like this one that's gone to 15,000. That's not really a sexual video. It's a video of a black lady in Vietnam, and the older ladies are just touching her because they've never seen a body like that. Everybody's over there is real skinny, and I kind of posted it because the way, her personality was, she didn't get upset, didn't push anybody away. She kind of accepted that she was the only one like that over there. But nobody really had it cared about the content. They just liked the video. I guess you're right about the clickbait. Clickbait gets views and everything else, but I don't think it's going to get any subs. People will just click away. What happens when you go to a video and it's clickbait? That's Oh my goodness, hot, very hot. At Dinnigat Island. That's probably, if I go to Big San Jose, it's about a hour and 15-minute boat ride to Surigao City. It's hot here. Where are you from? What city do you come from? Yeah, everybody gets disappointed when you go to clickbait. Let's, let's for example, oh, you're from the United States, Illinois. Wow, that's far away. How's the weather over there? Right now it's summer time over there, so the weather shouldn't be bad at all. Here it's hot, hot, or hot. Yeah, I've been here so long, I almost forget what Fahrenheit means. That's what it is. Even in the States, they'll probably like Illinois is probably, I don't know, 70 or I don't know, 80 Fahrenheit or something. And here everything's Celsius. But here, whew, it's humid. You can just sit still in a chair and your body water drips right off your body. I don't know if it's like if it's 90 outside, it's probably 100% humidity. It's a whole different world over here. I spent a lot of time in the Middle East, 7 years Iraq, 1 year Afghanistan, both wars and combat zone. I just want a peaceful life. But my Social Security pension every month is not enough to live in America. So I had a 401k in my job. I was an air conditioning tech all my life, and I got too old to crawl around in attics. So I worked at a call center as a technical support specialist, and I took mostly air conditioning calls and stuff like that. I did that for like 5 years. It was so much pressure too. Every day they wanted you to make so many calls, and they threatened to fire you if you didn't do it. I did that for 5 years, almost every day, with the pressure of getting fired, threatening you to fire if you're not fast enough. It was a big headache. And then when I got 61, I had enough in the 401k to buy a plane ticket and come to the Philippines and survive for about 6 months. I had to reach 62 before I got my retirement pension. Not large, but for in the Philippines, it's okay because my rent here is what is it, 5,000 pesos a month, slightly under. I don't know. That's probably dollars. I'm thinking maybe 90, 95 US dollars a month to rent this place. My electric's about, I don't know, 50 US dollars. Internet, which is terrible, is uh, that's going to be probably 25, 30 a month. It's hard to survive over there. You know, I love America. I always will. But I didn't want to live in the woods or under a bridge somewhere because I didn't make enough on my pension to have a roof over my head. That's why I came to the Philippines. In Illinois, you got some great places, and then you got places like Chicago, which are not too great. Huh? I've never been to Illinois, though. Yeah. It's rough right now in America. I haven't been there since 2019, September. That's when I left. And I have no intention to go back. I don't know how people survive. You know, if they were smart when they were younger, maybe they had enough money saved up for the retirement, or they had a good business and an excellent paying job. Maybe they could survive into the retirement years. For me, mm, I didn't have that. I made good money in the war, but not after or before. It's peaceful where I'm at. It's very peaceful. They got some people playing karaoke. I exercise. I play my music loud, but only during the daytime and only when I'm exercising for about an hour or so. If you give people respect, it's cool. But if you go to the big cities like Manila or uh, Cali or something like that, you're going to have probably a lot of loud karaoke all this time, and it's not so peaceful. I'm at a place where there's not any bars to go to and everything else, so it's peaceful. You don't have drunks normally, but right now it's fiesta time. I posted a new video on the final part of the fiesta, and that that's kind of a mess. People they go from one bearing guide to another, like one city to another, following the fiesta. They go get the food, eat the pig or whatever they cook, and get drunk. That time is a mess. But even here at Dinnigat Island, it's not too bad. People watch out for everybody. But sometimes you see a drunk guy in a motorcycle crash or in a car, so you got to be careful during fiesta. But other than that, it's a real peaceful life here. But it's not good for a lot of people. My shower, I warm up hot water and I pour the hot water into with the cold water in a bucket. And I use a pail to take a shower with. I have a toilet. I use a pail, no toilet paper, water and soap to wash. This life is not for everybody. It's kind of hard. It's primitive. But it's peaceful. I don't have anyone cause me any trouble, but I don't cause any trouble to anyone else either. That's the key. If you have a low profile and you don't disturb trouble, you don't have any problem. Like those YouTubers that went around taking people pictures and everything without their consent. That's why. Where I'm at, if someone sent me a package or whatever, I would probably get it in 4 to 6 months if it didn't get lost. Supposedly, you can get Amazon here, but I've never tried it. The postal service here is terrible. There's no post office here at all. We have couriers like Cebuana, Palawan, and TNT. And not that I'm saying the wrong thing. Our couriers would be let me think, J&T Express delivers. That's pretty much it, and Flash delivery service. We have Shopee, which is similar to Amazon. You can order stuff from Shopee, and it takes almost 7 days to 2 weeks to get. That's how I get most of my stuff. I order online through Shopee, which is pretty much a copy of Amazon, Philippine style. You don't get the great quality you do Amazon. You get kind of not so great, but it works. And I keep a U.S. bank account. I'm scared to have a Philippine one. I don't know what would happen. So Shopee is a real close uh, to Amazon. It really is. And supposedly they just deliver Amazon here, but my gosh, you're looking at long time delivery. I'd say months. Shopee's a pretty good system here. I have this Boya wireless mic. It came from Shopee. It took me about 10 days to get it. It's not a great mic, but my voice is so deep anyway. I guess it's better than nothing. So where were you thinking about possibly moving to? What country, or in the States? Just another place, or what? You can order stuff for Christmas. Uh, I'd say order it probably 2 weeks before through Shopee. So you're ordering your stuff for Christmas already, huh? Amazon's quick though. You can get like next day delivery back in the States on Amazon. Huh? One viewer only. Yeah. What? I'm an outside guy, not an inside guy. Nobody come, man. I don't know. I have one person who come, a good viewer. So, huh? Yeah, there's not many great options of where you're going to move to anyway. I know you're being in Illinois. Illinois I heard used to be a great place, but now I don't know. I don't think anywhere in America is great anymore. They got so much crazy stuff happening. Same like in the Philippines. If you go to the big cities like Manila, a lot of bad stuff happening, a lot of scams, a lot of con stuff. The world right now is pretty much a turmoil, a mess everywhere you go, no matter where. You just gotta find out where you're at now. If you're at now, and if it's a place nobody bothers you, nobody hurts you, and safe place live, you might want to just stay where you're at. But if it's a bad neighborhood, bad area, and you're scared to live there, then it's not a good place to live. Key word is if you feel safe where you live and nobody bothers or disturbs you. I lived in a place called Anderson, South Carolina before I came here. I was about the only person in the neighborhood who worked. My place where I was renting was robbed like 7 or 8 times in a year and a half. And I said, no more. And I left. They stole everything I had. And then when there was nothing left to store, they would go in the house and rob my refrigerator. Or if I had a pack of cigarettes on the counter, they'd steal that. There's nothing left to steal, and they'd still break in. I had enough, and I came to the Philippines. Nobody needs to live like that. I got tired of it. Bunch of crackheads were in the neighborhood. Nobody worked. They just steal. Break down people's doors when they went to work, steal everything they own. Not good. When I came over here to the Philippines, finally had some peace in my life. Yeah. Thanks about that. But not everything is, great. I lived in a place that the rent was low. I didn't want to be paying $2,000 a month rent, so the place I rent was kind of cheap for America, an old trailer, 600 or 700 a month, and then my internet and the electric and everything, and my car insurance and car payment. Man, it was taking all my money. I was pretty much living on ramen noodles. I was glad to get out of there. Now I, have pretty much a peaceful life. No one bothers me. I don't bother anybody else. That's all we can ever hope for is to have peace, quiet, and a good life. It's what everybody wants. And if you have that where you are, maybe better to stay where you're at. If you move somewhere else, maybe it won't be good. When I moved, I made a mistake. I didn't check the neighborhood good enough. I just moved in. You ever move, try to go there first and check it out and make sure it's good. When you go there just first time, it might everything look good, and then the next day it could be a nightmare. How did you find out that I was going live? Did you find out from the short that I sent, or did YouTube notify you? Or how did you find out anyway that I was going live? I did make a short. What did you see? Did it show I had a red live thing on my video or something like that? Or how did you know I was live? Or did you see my short? Or did you see a live tab or something? Uh, so it showed up on my channel and you could see it was a red live video showing or something. Oh, that's cool. So whoever came to my channel, they would see the red live thing on it, huh? See, I feel exactly like you. You remember you said you had YouTube before and you were posting videos and you haven't posted for a while because nobody cared. If you wasn't here, I would have been sitting here and nobody came. You were the only person that cared. Nobody else showed up. It's crazy. You see some of these live streams and they got so many people on there and everything else. I think most of the live streams that have many people have real sexy, pretty girls or something like that, or handsome guys or whatever. I'm neither. I'm not a sexy girl or a handsome guy. So I don't know. It's hard to bring people into a live channel. And yeah, I agree 100%. People just don't care anymore. It's hard to try to make a successful channel when nobody wants to show up, nobody cares. That's the honest to goodness truth. That's how I feel too. When I make the videos, I think, why am I making a video? No one cares or is going to show up anyway. The problem with the movie reaction is that if you do it wrong, you're going to get copyright violations out the airs. Crazy. I already had a warning. I had one warning for a war clip I made. It says you violated the copyright because the clip had to be less than 60 seconds. So they gave me a warning. Then I had a North Korea training video that showed the North Koreans in the Vietnam era doing their training. And one of the clips had a girl. To me, it looked like she was, I don't know, 18 or 19, but I guess they said she was probably a minor of 15 or 16. They gave me a strike for that. So YouTube right now is so crucial, critical about everything. Even if you post a war video and you put the word in the title, D-Day war or whatever, they don't like to push anything that says war or have weapons or guns on it. They pretty much throttle it down or don't push it at all. And also, if you post reaction videos to movies, they're just waiting. YouTube, it seems like they're just sitting, waiting to give you a copyright violation or something. Or if not a copyright, inappropriate video. If you take a picture of somebody and you think they're 18 and they're actually 17, they'll give you a strike. So right now, I'm at the point where I'm almost scared to post anything because of getting another strike or whatever. You know, they have a fair use thing. If you go ahead and you comment and you tell your part of the story on the clip, that helps you a little bit, but you have to be real careful on how you do that. That would be the same with the reaction videos. And I don't have a laptop, I just have a cell phone here. And it doesn't have a whole bunch of memory for movies and stuff like that. I'm doing my live stream with a Samsung A56 cell phone and a Boya wireless mic. I'm running scared with YouTube because everything I do, I got to be so careful about what I do, what I say, or they'll give you another strike. It's crazy. How does this sound? Can you hear me okay, or is it bluttered or not good or what? My voice is deep anyway. Great. I'm glad you can hear it. I know my voice is very harsh and real deep. Glad you can at least hear the words. And it's hard also. I live in the Philippines, and I'm American, so it's hard to get an audience. A lot of the Filipino people are good. They'll subscribe even if they're not going to watch your channel. That might help you towards the 1,000 subscribers. But if your video hours, you don't have any, that's not going to help anyway. They have such a high demand to get monetized. You have to have 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. That could take somebody 10 years. I'm 67. I can't wait that long. My God, it's like an impossible task. Then they have a thing called the super chat. You have to have 500 subscribers for that and 3,000 watch hours. That's like almost impossible. And the thing that you said, nobody cares, I think about that 30 times a day at least. Every time I make a video, I'm thinking deep in my mind, nobody cares. Why am I even doing this? But I'm retired. I don't have a job, so I can do that. So the thing that you feel, I feel also all the time. Nobody cares. In that video that went, it's almost at 15,000 now, the black girl in Vietnam, that's a perfect example about nobody caring. And normally my views are like, I don't know, 50 to 60% Philippines because I live in the Philippines. And then the other 9-10% America. And then maybe 4 or 5 in Australia or Canada. And that's it. The black girl in Vietnam only had like, what was it? 1% America, 8 or 9% Philippines. And then they just flooded the rest of the world with the video. Non English speaking people, everything. Nobody cared. They just looked at the video, swiped on to the next. Nobody cared. They don't even know who I was or what I was. They just boom, boom, boom from one video to the other. Well, you don't get no subs or anything. So the best thing to do is go 30 seconds or longer or 45 or a minute. And then you risk people swiping away and not watching it, then they don't push your video anyway. So like a no-win situation. Then I make the long video like on the motorcycle at Dinnigat Island, and then nobody watches. And you wonder why you even bother to do it. And that's why most creators never get monetized. I think the ones that get monetized, are the ones that have a decent place to make videos, decent equipment, and can travel and do stuff like that. Or then you got the Mr. Beast type or the CEO type. They got 10 million and Mr. Beast had 500 million or a billion. But they're putting a lot of money into that channel too. And YouTube treats them like a god. Small creators like me, YouTube don't care about because we're not advertised. To get AdSense, you have to have like 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, or YouTube treats you like a nobody. So what are you doing today? Anything special? Your day is pretty much over, right? Nighttime where you're at. That's my life here. Nothing special. Also, 7:37 there. It's 8:37 in the morning here. You must be on Central Time, huh? Central or Mountain Time or something like that. I think the Eastern Time, the southern part, would be 8:38 at night. I don't know what time your Central Time. So I guess then you're only like 11 hours difference. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy how they do that Eastern Time. Then they got Central or Mountain Time. Then they have the California, which is 3 hours difference from 3 hours difference from Eastern Time, I think. It's June 7 over here. Yeah, you're 6. I'm 7 over here. I woke up to June 7. It's crazy, huh? We're like a day behind. Or you're a day behind and we're a day ahead. And we're on the same planet. It's kind of strange, huh? You're getting ready to go to sleep and I'm getting ready to wake up. It's really strange. So what topics do you like? What kind of videos do you like? Do you like the short 30-second or 1 minute, or do you like the longer ones, 2 minute, or the long videos, or what kind of videos and what kind of categories do you like? It's kind of hard too to find a topic that everybody likes. The channels that I like to watch are like, what is it? Mr. Baldwin. He puts videos. They're kind of cool. The reaction type videos. I like the mystery kind, but they're very long and hard to make. Cooking video. If you watch my cooking video, you'd never cook again. Probably end up vomiting. I'm not a cook. I could probably burn water, which is hard to do. I think cooking videos are pretty popular though. In the olden days, you had to go find a cookbook or whatever. I remember when I was growing up, I bought me a Betty Crocker cookbook. It was helpful. It was pretty thick too, a small book. It probably had 400 or 500 pages on it. When I lived alone, it helped me make some meals. So I think cooking videos are going to always be popular, especially for the young people that don't know how to cook. You can watch a lot of things, like anything you want to do on YouTube. You can find. You want to make a barbecue chicken or steak or whatever you want, or a pasta or whatever. There's some kind of cooking video out there you can watch, show you how to do it. You want to make pizza for the first time, it'll tell you how much cheese to add to the flour, the sugar, whatever. Cooking videos are pretty helpful. It's a useful video that YouTube has. The videos I have are pretty much not useful for anything. Borderline entertainment. I don't even know if you call them entertainment. The cooking videos are useful, or a lot of the how-to show people how to do stuff. At one time or another, I had a how-to channel, how to fix it, repair stuff, and make stuff. Nobody really cared about it because everybody doesn't care about the main channel. They just care about the main thing. Like if they have I don't know, something broke or a switch is bad, they just want to know how to fix that switch. And after they fix the switch or replace it, they go on to something different. That's why YouTube's hard, really hard to make videos. It's too hard. That's why. I remember when Google first started, you could go to Google and get information, and it was correct. It was good information everybody could use. You go to Google now, and then you type in a search for something, a million videos will pop up. And I would say out of the million, probably 700,000 are useless, not even correct. In the old days, they used to give out correct information. Now they don't. Now you got to open up about 50 videos and find the correct one. My favorite memory. I've always had a hard life, and see if I'd have a favorite memory. That's really, really hard question. That bad memories a lot. Favorite? That's really, really a hard question. I guess my favorite memory was going when I was a kid. I don't know, 16 years old, 15. My friend, he had over and under shotguns, and he taught me how to shoot skeet and trap with a shotgun, with an over under shotgun. Those little round clay pigeons you throw up in the air. And he taught me how to shoot them. That was probably one of my fondest memories, I guess, shooting clay pigeons with a shotgun. Weird as it may sound. Or going fishing. Oh yeah, I had that on the back bays in Bonita Springs, Florida. That's between Naples and Fort Myers. I took a boat out and I found a place where you catch small mangrove snappers. You could cook them in a beer batter. Oh, they were delicious. I found a place where you could catch many of them. That was a good memory. Or the time I took an old beat up truck that someone gave me for free, and I went to the junkyard and put a 350 engine in it. It ran good, and I kept it for years. That's my memories. That's about it. Nothing exciting. What about yours? Oh, we all love that. So that's what excites you? You get free stuff and stuff like that? I can see where that would be a great memory. Peaceful time, talking to your mom. My mom died long ago. I didn't have any good memories of the family. I had a hard life growing up. Not a functional family. I wish I had a good family memory, but I don't, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Sounds like you and your mom were close. I don't think many families are like the TV show The Waltons or Little House on the Prairie. I wish my family was like that, but it never was. I often watched those shows too when I was in America, like Walton's, Little House on the Prairie. And I wish that mine was like that. Yeah, he was a good actor. He's a long time gone, though. Good to speak to someone from America that actually knows what I'm talking about. If I say the Waltons and Little House on the Prairie, you understand what I'm saying? I say that in the Philippines, they say, hey, what? What? Yeah, I thought he was a great actor. He had a good first name, same as mine. He did another show too. What was that? Angel or something? Michael Landon was in. I don't remember the name of it. It was a good series. Heaven something or whatever it was called. Yeah, that's it. Highway to Heaven. I like that show too. Back in the old days, they had some good TV shows. Very wholesome and good. I don't know what happened to TV now. It's different. Yeah, that was, really great shows. Michael Landon was in the Hulk. I thought that was Lou Ferrigno or whatever they call that guy. Uh, I watched that show too on TV before the Hulk. I don't remember the slim guy's name, but I remember the big Hulk guy was Lou Ferrigno. I say his name wrong. Yeah, I used to like the classic stuff they had on there. It was pretty good. Good shows. I really don't care a whole lot about the stuff they have now. Some of the old westerns were good too. All in the Family with O'Connor and Sally Southers. That was a good show. I watched it a lot. Even the Jeffersons was pretty funny. I liked All in the Family when they got together with the Jeffersons. That was funny. Oh, Bonanza! I love Bonanza. That was one of my favorites, all time favorites. Really was. And Big Valley was okay too, but I love Bonanza. That was one of my favorites. Was Bonanza. And then they had a show. I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. I think the premiere or the 1887 or something like that. And the country singer, the guy, what's his name? He played a part in that movie. He was married to a singer also. Help me with that name. I'm trying to think of who it was. 1887. It was an old time Western show made recently, and the actor was a singer, and his wife was a singer also. Short guy, but he's a good actor and a good singer. Sing country. What's his name? Cannot think of his name, man. Old age setting in. That was an excellent show. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't remember. I knew the actor. You'd probably know the show. He was a country singer, and his wife was a. One year they won the best artist for male and best artist for female at the same time. It was an incredible year. That was back a while ago. What's that guy's name? I can't think of his name. Uh, I hate when that happens. When you got something on the top of your head and you just can't pull it out. I love that show. They made it. They made a remake and made it into a series. 1887. And it was a good show. I'm trying to think. I can't even think of the series now. It was like a western type thing. A ranch. And I got his name and her name on the top of my head, and I can't jar it loose. I hate when that happens. I think his first name is Tim. I don't know. The show was 1887, about farm life and cattle and stuff like that. Yeah, Tim McGraw, that's it. And he was married to that other girl who's a singer, country. I don't know if country or whatever. His wife was one of best female artist award too. The same year, him and his wife both won. Yeah, Faith Hill. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. He was in that 1887, I believe, and he was excellent in that show. If you ever get a chance, try to search 18. I think it was called 1887, and they went ahead and they made a series about that. If you get a chance, watch that. It's excellent, excellent viewing. And the series they got on that too. I don't think Tim McGraw's in the series, but he was in the 1887, and it just pretty much the series is from the 1887. It's excellent for pretty much relatively new. That's excellent. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. But I guess the number one thing that I liked was probably Bonanza. I also like to watch the when MASH was on too. That was a good series about the Korean War, the hospital people. You ever watch MASH? It was lighthearted comedy uh, series show, old show MASH. I kind of like that too. I'd say Bonanza, MASH, uh, All in the Family, Jeffersons. Bonanza was probably my one of my top ones that I like to watch the most. So All in the Family I watched a lot too, and Jefferson. Friends was okay, and Seinfeld, but I didn't watch them too much. Three's Company was okay. That was kind of funny, silly, funny. With was okay. Some old TV shows. Three Stooges. Oh, that goes way, 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 way back. That was funny too. Curly, bald headed guy. Lucy was good too. I like that show. I love Lucy. Yeah, that was good. Three's Company, Three Stooges. Mm, yeah, they were all good. I love Lucy. I watched that a lot too. It was a good show. Ricky Ricardo, Lucille Ball. Nobody here knows any of that. Strange talking to somebody from America that actually knows stuff that I know. I wasn't into soap operas much. Days of Our Lives, General Hospital, all that stuff. I really wasn't into that too much. Soap operas, nah, I didn't stick around to watch those. A lot of people liked them, but I really didn't care for soap. Talk shows, they had Johnny Carson. Uh, I didn't watch them a whole lot. I tuned in a little bit and tuned out, almost like swiping away. I didn't stay long to watch the talk shows. Even Howard Stern had a talk show, a radio show. I didn't stay around to watch them too much. Yeah. Johnny Carson was on for a long, long time. Back in the olden days. I really didn't hang around to watch the talk shows too much. Yeah, I never listened to Adam and Drew. I don't even know who they were. I never was one to listen to talk shows on the radio or whatever. On the radio, I used to play music or whatever. In my car, I turn on music and listen to it. Probably folk or top 40 or something like that. And then every once in a while, I listen to some country. I got a couple hip hop songs, but I never for hip hop that much. To me, it wasn't really music; it was just talking. I'm not a big fan of Eminem. I listen to it once in a while, but for me, I like folk and pop and a little country. Radio talk shows, nah. The YouTube term, I'd swipe away. I guess before they had TVs, radio was the only way people could get information. That was pretty popular. And once they got TVs, pretty much radios took a back seat. Oh, Phil Donahue, yeah. And what's that crazy guy that had a talk show? Jerry Springer? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I watch like Jerry Springer or Ricky Lake because they had some crazy junk on there just to see how crazy it was. Most of it was probably staged and fake, but pretty good. I watched him a little bit. 3 of those, I would tune in and watch those every once in a while. They were worth a watch. Oprah Winfrey, she was a fake, still is a fake. And what's that lesbian girl's name? Ellen or whatever. She's a big fake. She would act like she was being real helpful to people, and then she'd turn around and treat her employees like garbage. I think her name was Ellen or whatever. She had a girlfriend. She turned out to be a no good person. Oprah Winfrey wasn't turning out to be good either. I guess when people get too much money, they do bad. I didn't care for Oprah either. She was fake. And Ellen was a joke. She was two-faced. On the show, she'd act sweet. And then show was over, she'd kick her employees, treat them like garbage. I used to hate Ellen. I didn't hate many people, but she was one of them. Oprah, I didn't hate, I disliked because I knew she was fake. So, did you like Ellen and Oprah? I never did. I don't like too much fake stuff. Rosie O'Donnell was different. She was okay. I didn't dislike or I didn't like. She was okay. I liked her with what's that guy's name? They had the show. They had a TV series going. The big guy that was her, what's his name? He was her husband on the show. I used to watch that sometimes. I liked it. What was her husband's name? Rosie O'Donnell on that TV shows. They had a series going on. Very famous guy. Do you remember his name? I used to watch that show. It was pretty good. I don't know, the Rosie O'Donnell show, whatever they called it. Like that. I like that other show too. I can't remember the name of it. With a guy always dressed in the UPS outfit, brown UPS. They had a series on with him. That was a good show. I don't remember the name. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell on that TV series had a husband. They had a weekly series going on. It was a pretty good show, actually. And another good show was that UPS driver always dressed in the brown uniform. I like to watch that a lot, and I can't remember the name of it. That was another good series. As I get older, I forget a lot of the names of the stuff I used to watch. It's a shame. Yeah, the Rosie O'Donnell husband, the fake, TV husband, not her real husband, of course, just the fake for the TV series. Trying to remember his name, of course, I can't remember it. Especially living in the Philippines, I don't react with anybody from America, so you could imagine being in the Philippines since 2019. Started coming in 2005 and not speaking to American people, so it's even hard remembering English. And then all these shows and TV shows. We get some American channels here, old stuff. What do we get here? Let's see. The History Channel has Pawn Stars. What else? I don't know. Some of the shows. Tom Hanks, a new one about World War II stuff. Uh, Mysteries, alien stuff on history. They have a Chinese bootlegging channel where they hijack some of the movies and play them without consent. Copyright stuff. China don't care about breaking copyright stuff. That's a pretty good channel when they have good movies. And then they have a few other HBO and Cinemax play old movies. They play them over and over, the same movies. I think you'd like that show with the UPS driver. He was always dressed in the brown UPS uniform. It was a pretty good show. Really? What do you got, the premiere, YouTube premiere or something like that? I didn't know they had TV on YouTube. What do you use, your phone or you use your TV for YouTube or a tablet? Laptop. So how do my videos look on a laptop? I don't even have a laptop anymore. Mine broke a long time ago. Are they okay or too small or what? I format them for a cell phone because most people here have cell phones only, no laptops. Does the video look okay on your laptop or not? Mm. Yeah, 9:16. I'm sure it's good to talk to somebody from America. I haven't I haven't talked to anybody in America since I came over here in 2019. Every once in a while, I'll talk to a foreigner on YouTube. A couple words here and there, and that's about it. But most of the time, only Philippines. And I don't speak Philippine. I don't speak Bisaya or Tagalog, so they speak English, but broken. It's not clear. So, and my English skills are falling apart because I never use it. I never talk to anybody from America. It's like if you were on an island. I'm on an island here. But imagine being on an island for like 10, 15 years and never speaking the language. You probably forget most of it. That's me in the Philippines. My grammar was never good to begin with, but now it's now it's even worse. I thought the live streams would be difficult. They're not really difficult, but it's good that I only have one person watching. Probably if I had 20 people, it would be overwhelming to watch everybody coming. I'm glad I'm not popular, huh? Yeah, I agree with that. We're all breaking down eventually. We get older, our memory goes, everything. One thing we can't change, we get older every day. It's life. I remember when I was young, all I think about was being 21. I want to be legal age to go get drunk or whatever. I always, when I was 17, 18, I'd go to the bars and get drunk because I looked old for my age. But hitting that 21 was like a benchmark. That's all I thought about. I want to be 21 one day. Then once you hit 21, boom, you're 67 the next day, it feels like. It goes fast. You don't have anything to wait for anymore. You're already legal age. So, seriously, 21 to 67 feels like a day ago. Really strange. Really, really strange how that happens. The years go by so fast. I used to be able to go to the old Kmart buildings. Now everything's Walmart. When they used to build them on a construction site, they'd have sand everywhere around. Us kids would go on top of the Kmart building and jump off into the sand. If I did that today, I'd break every bone in my body. You get older, your skin gets softer, thinner. You fall down, you break stuff. When you're young, you could jump off buildings and nothing happened. Oh, it's just the clock we have. It keeps on ticking, no matter what. Like a wristwatch on your arm has a that has a battery. One day the battery goes dead. When I came here, I bought a cheap casino wristwatch. It had a 10-year battery. I got here in 2019 and the battery's still working, so that's a good sign. I never understood why people had to have Rolexes, Seikos, these expensive watches when this old cheap Casio watch does fine. We have a real slow internet here. We have my SIM card's TNT, which the towers don't have a good signal here, and I have satellite internet. Elon Musk's Skylink, and the problem is the provider who puts the satellite up. They've got so many people on one line that the connection's terrible. Stand by your man. I don't know that. Stand by your man. That doesn't ring a bell. Could be. The girl. What's her last name? The girl from the UPS guy. Rena. Last name Ria. Rena. I don't know. I don't know. They had so many shows back in the olden days. I don't know. The UPS show was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or less. I thought it was a lot better than Friends or Seinfeld. Seinfeld was okay. I watched that sometime. Friends, I really didn't care much for Friends, that show. It was a show, I don't know, comedy, I guess, but it really didn't have anything that I liked. Seinfeld was okay. There's one guy that does on YouTube, a black guy. He does a lot of reaction. He's got reaction channels. He's got some pretty good videos. I watch them. I don't remember his name. One of my favorite channels is Mr. Baldwin, and he's got the strange and mysterious mysteries. Got good show. Yeah, Price is Right. I used to watch that. That was a good old show. Guy's last name is Parker, right? Bob Barker. I think he was the original, right? I liked when they gave away a brand new car. But I'm sure whoever won the brand new car, they had to pay taxes on it. And if they were poor, big chunk of money they'd have to pay up front. I like Bob Barker. The Price is Right. What was that Drew guy's name? Last name? I only remember like Bob Barker. Drew Carey. I think I only watched it when Bob Barker was on it. Drew Carey. Yeah, he was good. I think he had some other shows. I don't remember his name. I think Drew Carey wore glasses, didn't he? The name is rings a bell. I'm sure I watched the last president I really liked was Kennedy. Trump's okay, but he's more of a businessman than a president. Yeah, I saw Drew Carey in some comedies. Best president was probably Roosevelt and Kennedy. Trump, he's more of a businessman than a president. Kennedy cheated with Marilyn Monroe, but he was a good president. He was the smartest one. He was the only one that could read every letter that ever passed his desk. I knew his secretary, an older lady. She said he was the only one that could read every letter that went across his desk. He was highly intelligent. You know, They assassinated him. If somebody's doing good, the bad people want to get rid of him. They got rid of him. People like Biden, they'd keep forever if they could. He wasn't barely the president. They had people behind the scenes running the country for Biden. Almost, except for the hair color. The young was set up. I don't understand. The CIA is always involved. They always have dirty hands. Yeah, I don't believe he had anything to do with it. He was definitely set up. He was the fall guy. Most people don't believe he was the person who killed Kennedy. They need people like the government needs people like Biden, who's a yes man and does whatever they want. They don't like people that are strong willed. They like to control the scenario. Not yet. Huh? Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a setup. I get something here. Yeah, I guess. Huh? Not right now when I'm finished. You don't use that one so that you are sitting down. It's okay. Because I gotta read the message. I cannot read the message if I use a tripod. Let me turn the light on. Here, I gotta turn the video. I don't know how to do that. Here, I'll show you. I have this. I have this tripod here, but I cannot use. I don't know. I cannot use this tripod. If I use the tripod, then I cannot read the messages. No, then I gotta stand right. It's useless. If I because I have to go read what the messages are. Then I would be like right here in front. I'm blind almost. How I read that? Then what?
Still in there. Oh,
I have to be like this to read the message.
no, you're sitting down in there.
I know if I sit, but I got to be this close to read the message.
No,
My
sit.
eyes are not good. I cannot read the message. I have to be
Sit
this.
on
I
it.
have to be like this.
Put that nair on you.
Hmm?
Sit down and then try it. Sit down.
I cannot.
Sit down in there.
I cannot smoke in here.
No need to smoke.
I
You are
need.
doing a live, so you need to be
Wait,
decent.
there's no work, bro. I
Not
got to
for
put my head right there.
that you do
It's
cigarette.
right.
I told to YouTube to
Huh?
block you because you are doing cigarette.
Huh? The tripod is useless. How I use the tripod? If I use the tripod, I got to walk up to the phone to read the message. The He was murdered too, of course. It's all a political game. He was murdered so they could close the case. It's always been like this, and it always will. They want a president that they can control. They don't want a president that they cannot. And they could not control Kennedy. Uh, they want to control Trump, but they're having a hard time doing that. Trump's getting up in age too. I don't know how that's going to work. So Trump's not a person who's got a clean record either. He's done a lot of bad stuff too. Got caught even. People don't really care about that. They just care about how the country's being ran. And Trump makes a lot of promises. What about the 2000 rebate he's going to give everybody? Just words, right? Nobody got that 2000. They all forget that, right? They start another war somewhere else in the world. Boom, they forget all about that. I don't like all these false promises. So they make a promise, right? We're going to give you 2,000 rebate checks. And then what do? They start sending all the money to Ukraine to aggravate Russia. And then Russia wants to attack NATO. And then Israel, they send money to Israel. Oh, yeah, Quantum Leap. That was a good show. I watched that. I like that. Quantum Leap, yeah. I remember that. Where he could go from today to back 100 years or whatever. That was a good show. I liked it. I really did. If I ever saw it on, I'd watch it. Quantum Leap. Yeah, Trump always promises and never fulfills his promise. That's what I don't like about Trump. Overall, Trump's okay, but he's got a lot of lying, uh, touching women when he shouldn't be touching them when he was younger. Uh, he acted like he was allowed to do anything unchecked, which is wrong. Trump always makes promises and doesn't fulfill them. But overall, he's better than Biden and better than Harris. Harris is a joke. Really don't have any great picks for president. Who are you going to pick? That's the problem. It's not you don't pick who you like. You pick one to block the other. If I was back in the states, I would pick Trump to block Biden or Harris. Dr. Quinn Medicine. Oh yeah, I watched that too. That was good. That was sort of a kind of Western sort of thing. It's a beautiful woman too. My God, she was beautiful. She was on that show. I would say for me, she was probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. Yeah, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. That was an excellent show. Quantum League also was a great show. These are old time shows. When I was back in the States, I don't get to watch Quantum Leap. They don't have here. Superman. Oh my God, Superman. I'm so sick of Superman. That's all they play. Man, here over and over and over. Superman, Superman, Superman. I'm sick of Superman. Every time you turn to TV, Superman 1, 2, or 3, always repeat, repeat. I wish they'd show some of those old shows again, like MASH, Dr. Quinn, Quantum Leap, Bonanza. I wish they'd show some of those stuff. Believe it or not, I think the Jeffersons was on here. All in the Family never was. I would like to see that. That's another beautiful woman when she was young, Sally Struthers. Carol O'Connor, he was a good actor. I like the way he played, especially when him and Jefferson got together. That was a riot. What's that other one that was pretty good too? Oh, Louise, I'm coming, I'm coming. The black guy with the junkyard got the name of it. And his father would always put his hand over his heart and say, "Oh, Louise, I'm coming, I'm coming." They had a junkyard business with an old beat up pickup truck. I don't remember the name of that show. Yeah, Sanford and Son. I watched that too. That was pretty nice. A pretty funny show. Put his hand over his heart. Oh, Louise, Louise, I'm coming, I'm coming. Cheers. Oh, that was excellent. I watched that all the time. I thought that was a really good show. Cheers. Yes, definitely. Yes, that was one of the top shows of mine. I always watched it when it was on. Good Times. Yeah, I saw that sometime. That was okay. Not one of my favorites, but it was okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. I saw it a few times. What was that one? What's that guy's name? He played in the movie The Legend and played as in the boxing show Tyson or whatever. He got in trouble for slapping somebody at the awards because they talked bad about his wife. What's that guy's name? Can't remember people's names anymore. He's a famous actor that everybody hates. He played in the movie Robot, I Robot. Yeah, Will Smith. He had a comedy show going on too. I'm trying to think of the name of that one. I used to watch it sometime. That was pretty good. Will Smith turned out to be a jerk though. Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air. What are you talking about, Willis? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember that's a pretty good show. I don't even know why Will Smith hung around with Jada Pickett or whatever the heck her name was. She was a cheater from the get go, and he always defended her and stuck with her. Why? She was no good. She was a cheater and didn't even hide about it. Said she was addicted to sex or whatever. And why be married? Why did he stick around with her? Crazy. As popular as he is and famous as he is. But on the award show, when he slapped somebody, he had no right to do that. Yeah, better off saying get any girl he wanted with all the money he's got. And he can be not a great person. And he got a lot of hatred for slapping that guy. His wife is garbage. The whole world knows that. And she was not even ashamed to tell everybody she was a sex addict. And what kind of man wants a wife like that? Yeah, yeah, it could have been that. He made a mistake, that's for sure. Could have had any woman in the world, he picked her. And then his dark side came out, so he's not a great catch either. Neither one of them are a good catch. Maybe they deserve each other. Thelma and Louise. Oh my goodness. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember that the girl that played Thelma and Louise, brown haired girl, she was like one of my favorites. Very beautiful girl. And that other girl, Selma Hayek, or whatever, however they say it, that was my all time sweetheart when I was growing up watching TV. I thought she was one of the most, yeah, Gina Davis. Oh, in her younger days, she was such a sweetheart, such a beautiful. She played in a movie also. Gina Davis did where they played softball tournaments or whatever in the movie. I think it was softball or baseball. I watched that. That was a good movie. She was one of my sweethearts, and Selma Hayek was one of my sweethearts growing up. And when I was tiny and young, I liked Raquel Welch. All them women are old now. All the actors from the days when I watched TV, they're all old now. Yeah, League of Our Own. Oh, I thought that was a great movie. That was a good movie. You got a good memory, I'll tell you. Yeah, I love that show. That was a good movie. League of Our Own. Yeah, I loved watching Gina Davis. She was a beauty. Selma Hayek, yeah. Whoa, she was beautiful. Spicy Latino attitude. They're all those beauties are all old now. old or gone and past. Another beauty was Meg Ryan. Another movie I love to watch. I watched numerous times. Sleepers in Seattle with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Yeah, I saw her updated picture. She's terrible now. Meg Ryan. She was such a sweetheart. She wasn't like 100% model, but she had the girl next door look. She looks like a little sweetheart, but now she's all Botoxed up and terrible. She was not a super beauty, but she was just like the girl next door. And then she did the Botox and destroyed herself. That famous lady, Bardot, Bridget Bardot. Oh my gosh, she did so many facials. She looked terrible. They're trying. Some of the women are trying to do what you can't do. Everybody's gonna age. Everybody's gonna get old. Just like my neck. My neck is flabby. Nothing I can do about that. I'm old. I'm 67. We get old. Meg, Nicole Kidman look alike. I don't know what's up with Meg. Meg Ryan, Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman was married to that singer, and I guess they broke up or got divorced or something. I don't know. Nicole Kidman, she was all right, but she was not my top of my list of beauties. She was pretty and all, but not my top list. I thought Meg Ryan was much prettier. Not supermodel pretty, just wholesome pretty. Nicole Kidman, I don't know. She was okay, but nothing special for me. And the other girl, what's her name? Everybody's crazy about her. She played in Tomb Raiders, the original Tomb Raiders. What's her name? And she was married to the guy, and they adopted all those kids. They got a divorce. Melanie Griffin, she was average for me. She wasn't super beautiful, but she wasn't bad either. She was okay looking. Melanie Griffin, yeah. There's a lot of beautiful women, but they're all old. And the sad part about it is they all want to stay sexy and 20 years old, and they can't. They all age, and they get stuff like my flabby neck or whatever. There's nothing you can do. It's all old age. It happens to all of us. You cannot be beautiful forever. Angelina Jolie. Her face was beautiful. Her body was not. Uh, I don't know what the big hype was about her. Uh, I really, I always thought she had a beautiful face, but nothing else. And I don't think I liked her as a person very much. Sometimes beauty is not enough. You need something more than just a pretty face. I don't remember the name of the movie. She was with Brad Pitt. They made a movie like they were agents, CIA agent. I don't know. It was a good movie though. I like that movie. They're like husband and wife, secret agents or something. I forgot the name of the movie. I forgot most of everything now. My memory's gone. I know I did like the movie though. Her and Brad Pitt were in it. Yeah. You cannot change. You cannot change it, you know. Never, yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That was a good movie. I liked it. Everybody's Asian. There's nothing you can do about it. You can try Botox, you can try facials, plastic surgery, whatever. Most of the time, when they do these Botox and plastic surgeries, it comes out a lot worse than if they just let nature take its toll. I was born ugly. I'm growing old being ugly. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't go get Botox or plastic surgery. The way I look at it, if they don't like to look at it, don't look. We are who we are. You all get old. I'm sure not pretty. My girlfriend's very, very jealous. Always thinks people are beating on my door to get in. 67, I got nobody beating on my door to get in. All you can do is live life the best you can. Don't worry about misspelling. That's the only kind of grammar I know is misspelling. You ought to see when I type. My fingers are big to begin with, and my goodness, half the words I type are misspelled. It's a good thing on the live I don't have to spell anything or type anything. That's a blessing. See, I'm very popular on YouTube, aren't I? The only person that showed up in what 2 hours was you. I didn't have one other person come. I even posted a short to tell people I was there. So when you said before nobody cared, you were 100% right. Nobody does care. And how do these YouTube channels get monetized? I have no idea. And some people will say, keep on posting, making videos, making videos. What good is it to keep on posting and making videos if nobody watches them, right? Or if you make a 13-second video like the one I did, and you got 15,000 people watch it and one subscriber only. Crazy. Can't tell you how many videos I put out there and there's nobody even watching them or clicking. Nobody really cares. That's why most people drop out of YouTube. I think the number one, or there's a couple of good things that you can get on YouTube. I think a cooking channel would be very popular on YouTube. And I think some of these story channels like Baldwin, Mr. Baldwin, are excellent. Uh, and Scary Bear Attacks is another one that's pretty popular. Uh, some of the storytelling things are pretty popular. Man, those are so hard to do. And if you're doing a story site, you got to come up with footage from somewhere. Most people realize the footage you're showing is not real. You still got to put in the effort to do it. So I would say, or Mr. Beast. But you know how much money he puts in each of these things he makes? It's crazy. Plus, he gives away lots and lots of money. But he's got like 500 million subs. So he's making tons and tons of money, and people would love to advertise on his channel. So you can imagine how much his income is per month. I wouldn't doubt if he's in the millions per every month. He's the highest channel on YouTube, and they treat him like a goddess or a god. And if you watch Mr. Beast, some of his channel, they're starting to be all the same. Stand in the box and let the spiders crawl on you, or stand in the circle for 4 hours, or put your hand on the car for see who lasts longer, or stand in the cold, or buried under dirt. I don't know. They all seem like the same. There's not any variety. It's all like you almost know what's going to happen on Mr. Beast's channel before it happens. But he's got tons and tons of subscribers because he gives away lots of money. Here, stay on this island for 30 days and you win 250,000 US dollars. People love that, giving away big chunks of money. Giving away 250 or a million is nothing to them. It's a drop in the bucket. Yeah, my gosh. So he's gone way over the million mark. I think he's the highest earning YouTube channel there is. That's just for 2026. What happens in 2027? He just keeps on adding and adding and multiplying the numbers. So for him to give away $1 million or 2 million is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket. Me, I'm almost 4 months, and my salary for YouTube, um, buy me a coffee is zero. I have none. My earnings, I'm not allowed to get any money because I don't have the 1,000 or 4,000. So I'm at zero. So my earnings, YouTube is zero, zero, and zero across the board. And in order to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, which ain't gonna happen. Not in this lifetime. So the stuff I'm doing, like impossible, really. These people get monetized in 1 month. I don't know how they do it. How many channels do they have on YouTube? How to make $1 million or how to get monetized in 1 week or 2 days or whatever. How many? There's 10 million of the same kind of channels. Not all those channels are going to be successful, but there's a lot of them that are monetized in a short period of time. I even saw an old guy's channel, like in 30 to 60 days, he was monetized. Retirement channel, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know the secret formula on any of that. Yeah, Mr. Beast, I don't know. It's pretty much all the same. Do this and win this. That's basically the thing that it is on Mr. Beast. Or go drop someone off in the Antarctica and survive for 1 week. You got to remember now, he's got to have backup. He's got to have security people to make sure those people don't get hurt or die. The money to fly him out there or wherever they got to go. The cost just to make the video he's doing is crazy amount. But his income is unbelievable. He can afford to do that. Most YouTubers cannot. That's why YouTube worships Mr. Beast. Advertisers will do anything to be advertised on his channel because how many viewers he has, how many subs he has. He's the top. He's the top YouTube channel, and you said it right there. And the income, the amount of income is 2.6 for 2026. Whoa! You can imagine how much he makes on ad revenues and views, millions every month. I'm sure. And the sponsors that want to be part of his show pay big bucks. In order to have a survivor show, TV show, or something like that, you got to have a lot of income. And people are not going to go just for the heck of it, just for fun. You got to be able to pay them, make it worth their while, right? I think Mr. Baldwin has an excellent channel. I don't know if I'm spelling it right, but he's got a great channel. He's a storyteller. To me, I would say cooking channels, storytelling, survival with big payoffs. Those are all top performers. How to? I don't know. There's so many how-to channels that I don't know how anybody's making it there. Get more and more every day. How to be monetized on YouTube. Say that you probably have 10 million videos pop up. True fact, most people will never be monetized. Everybody can hope and wish, but the true fact is most will never. It'll never happen to them. But what's your favorite? What's your favorite YouTube channel? For mine, I have two. I'd say Scary Bear Attacks and Mr. Baldwin. Sin Pals. What's that? That's reaction to movies. I don't know. Sometimes the reaction channels I don't like. I go to YouTube and I want to watch a movie, right? And I'll put it in the search and watch free movie, and I'll get 100 reaction channels come up. I don't want the reaction. I want to watch the movie. Sometimes that bothers me. I could care less about the reaction. Just let me watch the movie. And it's so hard to find a because everybody wants to react to it. I don't want to react. I want to watch the movie. I would rather react after I watch the movie than hear somebody telling me how the movie is. Then it ruins the movie. Who wants to watch it if you already know all the reaction and what about it? Kind of ruins the. It's a spoiler for the movie. But I guess the reaction channels are pretty popular. It's just not my cup of tea, I guess. If anything, I don't. I don't like. Sometimes the reaction channels, like on a crime channel or something like that, that would be good. React to the criminals acting badly. I could probably watch that. As far as movie, no. What time is where you are? It's 8 minutes after 9. Illinois time, huh? Nobody likes mufflers there. Very noisy. I have noise cancellation on my Boya mic, but it's still noisy. I think they have a contest in the Philippines. Whoever has the loudest motorcycle wins. Well, 9:09, yeah, it's 10:09 here. I'm amazed. I've been on for a little over 2 hours, and not one person besides you has come to watch the channel. So I don't know how people uh, do live and get so many views. I think the key is the pretty girls. They get a lot of views. If they get a pretty girl, the guys flock and they watch. Ugly dude like me, nobody flocks to watch. Maybe I scare them. My gosh. I don't know. I think the key is being a sexy, pretty girl, having a life dude. I've even seen some of the live streams where a girl's laying down sleeping and she's got a live stream going and she's got tons and tons of followers watching the movie. She says, and she's sleeping. Can't understand it. She's not even awake. Got her live stream running and people staying there watching and they're saying, you can hear in the comments, are you sleeping? Are you awake? Wake up. And they still stay and they watch. It's not sexy or anything. She's fully dressed. She's just laying with her back facing the audience, and they're staying to watch it. And you and you read the comments. Are you awake? Are you sleeping? Wake up! Wake up! And they stay and they watch. And she's getting views for that. I cannot understand it really. Yeah, it's amazing. I think if a guy did that, everybody would walk out, leave. Pretty girl do that, or a girl do that, they stay. I don't understand. I don't understand the males. I guess if you're fishing and you're out there wanting to catch a snook or something like in Florida, and you put a nice piece of bait or shrimp or whatever, you're going to catch something maybe. But if you put an empty hook, nothing's going to come. Well, these channels some of them have an empty hook, and the people still come and watch and get view time. I don't understand it. One, yeah. I don't know. I'm not popular. Uh, like what you said before, nobody cares. Well, how do you get monetized if nobody comes on your live screen? That's a $1 million question. And I 100% know what you said before. You said no one cares. And that's true. Nobody does. So the thing is, how in the world are these people getting all these people coming to their live streams and watching, even when the person that puts the live stream out is sleeping? Tell me that. If I lay down and went to sleep, you think anybody would stay to watch? No. Some people can do it and get away with it. I don't understand. I went ahead and watched a couple live streams to try to get an idea how it works. Some of the stuff I saw were amazing. Some girl doing laundry, people staying and watch her do the laundry. No reaction, no conversation, no nothing. Just doing the laundry. Then I saw a video from Vietnam, which was actually worth watching. Uh, Betty was out there on the river, and she was hand catching these fish to put into buckets for her family and people to eat. So that one I could understand where people would watch because she's actually doing something. She's not talking to anybody, but she's actually catching fish and throwing them in the bucket. So something worth watching. But when some channels they don't even talk, they just stand there or sit there, no react or no nothing, and they get views. How? How? I don't know. I guess you got to be famous. I don't know. And you go to Gemini and you ask about how to set up a live stream. And they'll tell you, "Oh, don't worry if you're sitting there for 1 or 2 minutes and you don't have any people come. Wait, they'll be on there soon." I think the limit of people I can have on my channel because I have less than 1,000 is the number of subscribers, which is 137 plus 25 on top of that, right? So somewhere in the neighborhood of 150, right? I don't have to worry about that. And then once you reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, it's open the gates. You can have as many as you want. I don't think I ever have to worry about as many I want. I don't know. You got to have a tagline for what you want. Wanted to talk about retirement and YouTube. And just like you said earlier, nobody cares. But then again, you can go to some YouTube channels where they talk about retirement and they've got hundreds and hundreds of people coming to watch. So I don't know. Probably because they have girls on their channel or something. I think girls are the secret. But my girlfriend, she don't even like to be on the screen. Sometimes she'll walk up and be on it, but she doesn't like to be on the video. And that was it. The TikTok, a cat walking around, that was the live screen. And people stayed to watch the cat. Wow. I guess different things for different folks. I got it. My next live screen napkin. Show a napkin. Maybe I'll get people to come watch the napkin and talk about the napkins. You never know what's going to work or what's not. Just roll the dice, I guess. I was looking for some of the live videos to see what to do, and I saw nothing amazing. Some people did the dance or whatever. I don't know, but I didn't see any. I didn't see anything amazing on the live chats. So who knows? It's impossible to know what everybody likes because everybody's different. You like cooking. You like movie reviews. Review the latest movies and stuff like that. Everybody's different. And in order to have a YouTube channel and to meet all the audiences, it's almost impossible. But some people do it. I don't know. And when I have a video and I post and I look, I said, okay, who's the audience? And almost all my videos have all new people. No, my subscribers aren't even watching my videos. Then you go to Gemini and you ask, they say it's not important that your subscribers watch. Important is that they watch the full video. Who knows? But the one video I have that, almost 15,000, that helps me zero towards my monetization. For one thing, all the views, the people don't even know who I am. They just click to the next channel. One sub doesn't help. And so essentially that 15,000 views don't count for shorts. You have to have like 10 million. It's crazy. So that whole video, as far as being monetized, helps zero. And you would say, well, that's 15,000 people know you're there. And I say, no, it doesn't. Because I would say out of the 15,000, 14,999 or whatever, don't even know who I am. They just click to the next video. I don't know. Every day I have the people don't care going through my head 30 times a day. And I look at my video, all those subscribe people that don't subscribe, and all those views, and nothing happens. I think a lot of them like dancing too. I'm too old to get up and dance. Yeah. What people are watching, what's trending. What's trending today won't be trending tomorrow. It's always changing and changing. I go to like X for a lot of my video material, and I try to find videos that have a lot of people watching. And when you think about YouTube, unless you just see the person in front of the camera, every piece of material is somebody else made it. Nobody made the Vietnam or the YouTube videos for World War II. It's all copy made by somebody else. And how you present it can get you a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. They cancel your channel. So everything's hard. I got some people on my channel that like pictures of 45 caliber handgun, and then YouTube hates those things. They won't push it. So whatever I don't know. It's hard. What's trending could be a cat or a dance or could be anything. And then what's trending is how many different categories is it trending. All that stuff's pretty hard to figure out. You can go see one video that's got 5 views and you think it's a great video, and another one's got 100,000 views, and you understand how people would even watch it. Sometimes it doesn't make any rhyme or magic. It doesn't make sense. I think I better go now and let the people use the internet, because I told everybody they had to turn the Wi-Fi off so I could do my live stream. Yeah, I like heartbreaking stories. Those are good. I watch, I don't know how or why, some of those little stories they have, top Chinese or Korean diamond fighter shows up faking as a billionaire to marry some rich girl, and it turns out he's a billionaire all along. I watch some of that stuff. Some of it makes you cry or whatever. I don't know. Hard knowing what you like. I like good stories with happy endings. Yeah, thanks for being my only person to come join my channel. Without you, I would have had nothing. At least you gave me a little hope in humanity. And thanks for showing up, and thanks for chatting with me. It's been real nice talking to you. Talking to somebody from America for the first time in years. And you have a good night, okay? And sleep well. Good night, and thanks a lot. Goodbye. I don't even know how to end this. Close, I guess. Okay, take care and good night. And thank you.